Ah, I knew exactly what that was. I knew exactly what that was.
Okay, that was
After
not my
intro,
fault this
no
time.
audio. I muted the button. Because there's a lot of chatter going on. That
I could start it all over again though.
You could right now. So apologize because you heard a bunch of silent voice, nothing, lips moving, and nothing going on, and so here we are doing again. You might want to check it one. Hang on, I'm gonna go ahead and do a quickie little check right here. Boom, and that's gonna be. We are just listening to ourselves to make sure we did it right. There's a reason why we kind of make mistakes sometimes, but are just listening to ourselves. There we go. Make sure we. So, yes, folks, this is Modern Day Thrive. I am your host, Dean Baker. Apologize for the little technical hiccup. Today we decided, of course, there's George to my left, as always. How you doing today, George?
I'm doing great.
Great. So I jinxed us tonight. I asked you to hook up the phone, the camera for Instagram, and of course we're about to go live, and he's fumbling with the tripod, and just all hell broke loose. And then of course I forgot to turn the mics on when we started the show. We are not in Studio A right now. We are in the back, the filming studio here at Post Effects Digital Studios. We are in a shooting set. Basically, it's a bar scene. So you got this nice little bar top and decorations behind. Let me just say, most of those bottles are empty.
I was about to say, we need drinks over here.
You can turn right behind you, and those three there have actually got something in it. But I wanted the props, but I didn't want to dump the booze, so it's there. And if by some point during tonight's webcast those bottles come out and start getting bored, then you'll know things are getting really interesting here.
Getting real now.
So anyway, and so I will I don't know, tonight's show, well, as always, our show is about small business, about side hustle, about passive income. It's about cutting your expenses. It's about living thinner, living smart, working smart. All those things
Not
that kind of
working more.
help you make up the difference at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know, keeping more money for yourself. It's not survival. Yes, there are survival techniques here that you will learn, whether it's through an app or through a common practice at home. You know, you can recycle and make money doing it.
I do it a lot, actually.
And yeah, so it's not.
Actually,
It's not about any one thing. And we also do we feature other businesses. Is that Rain?
I can hardly tell because these
yeah,
things are picking
okay.
up real good audio.
Okay, yeah, no, you know.
It's coming though.
Yeah, so all we need now is thunder and lightning. And of course, if this scene goes black or darker or anything like that, you lose the stream, then clearly the power went out and all hell breaketh loose. So what you're now hearing is the rain. You know, I thought let's do something different. And I said, look, you know, all the gear was here for last night.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
that was
all
fun.
the gear was here for last night. And we thought, yeah, you know, everything's all set up and might as well just go with it and saying, what's the worst that can happen? And of course, I forgot to turn on the sound. And then it starts to rain. And in a studio in Florida, sometimes the rain comes. And here it is.
Especially right now. We've been getting pounded.
I mean, we're not, you know, I don't think water is going to start coming through the ceiling. But you can hear a noise. And, of course, that noise is rain hitting the roof of the building. So that's the thing about Florida, you know. And this summer's been just a hell of a rain kind of issue.
I tell you, the other
night,
it
is getting darker.
When we were here,
it
filled my pool like this much.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean, that's a lot of water.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's like really.
It is coming down. it is literally coming down. Yes, folks, I know you're hearing it, and no, it's not a problem.
It's just the motif part of the show. We wanted it to be like the rainforest.
It's a sound. It's actually audience applause.
Yeah, we're the Bush.
We're getting a standing ovation, you know, for all the great shows we've done. Have we hit show 50 yet?
We are just about there. If I check the numbers correctly, we're at like 48, I believe.
No, you can't turn that. So you just put it in front of you there. Okay. Yeah, we're hitting close to 50, so we have to have a big celebration of our 550th.
I believe we're at 48.
Wow. Okay, so let's start off the show really, and we start off with a please like, follow, and share this webcast. Also, you know, join in if you're catching us live. Join in, ask a question, talk about your business situation or your finance. We even talk about crypto once in a while. When the prices go up. When it goes down, then I really don't want to talk about crypto when the prices go down
or look at it.
You know, so let's just say for the last couple months, I have not wanted to talk about crypto. You know, but hey, it's a real thing.
People force them to sometimes.
It's a real thing. People do like to talk about it, and hey, that's why we're here.
Misery keeps you company.
So what's been going on with you in this last week?
So you know what's interesting? We mentioned we were talking about recycling, and we're about to at my work. My boss we've been trying to get him to let us do this for months, but we got about 800 computers that if we can't donate to somebody, we're gonna probably take them to the scrap.
Yeah. 800 computers.
800 full desktop computers. They all work.
Wow.
You know, and they all, you know, we just can't give them away with hard drives because they're afraid of.
So you're gonna have 800 computers without hard drives in them.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we need to talk about then. You know?
Yeah. I mean, that's. You know, if we can't donate them, we were trying to donate them to the school.
Right.
And we had a company lined up, and then my boss kind of pulled back, and now they won't respond. So I don't know what the deal is because we've literally, and actually, if any of our listeners, and you're in the local Florida area, you know of any good organizations that need computers.
Yeah.
We have a lot of computers to donate, minus the hard drive.
Yeah.
But it will be a full working computer once a hard drive is added.
Right.
I mean, they're Dells. They're nice computers, decent.
You just can't turn it into a big mining company, huh?
You know, if I
yeah, you were thinking of that. Yeah.
if I had the cards to go with it,
yeah.
I at my office I have hundreds of laptops just sitting there.
Yeah.
They would be mining if I could do it. You could bet.
Yeah.
You could bet.
Wow. 800 computers, and they're just going to hit the scrap.
It's going to hit the scrap.
They're going to be scrapped. Yeah. That's. Well,
I even had a company that I talked to today, and they were looking at it. It's like, it's only got an i3 in it. Yeah, we can't offer you anything, but we'll take them for free. I'm like, well, if you're going to take them for free, I'll take them to the scrapyard. If you're going to take them for free, I'll just do the work. And we'll have lunch money for the next 6 years.
Yeah. Can we turn any of them into streamers?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. So, okay. So
yeah,
we're always
almost 800 computers.
Man. Oh, wow. That was
something.
Yeah.
That gurgled.
Yeah. All of a sudden, gurgle. It was probably the weather is interfering with the wireless mics. So,
but yeah,
let's go with
that. It's been pretty busy. We're still got a lot of work going on, because we work in the office. Everyone else is out of the office.
Right.
So when everyone from out of the office needs something, they call the people that are in the office.
Uh-huh.
So I never have a shortage of work.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy, and, can't complain there.
Right.
Can't complain there.
So, last night we had an interesting event.
Oh, that was fun.
I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. We had an interest, or do you want to try and pull it up?
Let me.
You'd have to. Why don't you see if you can pull it up?
I'm actually right here.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up last night's event, and of course you're going to also have to.
I'm gonna have to share it. Yeah.
You're going to have to join.
Yeah.
So. Last night, George and I are trying a different tack. We are utilizing our VR Oculus devices, and from that moment, we are creating other alternate webcast events. So last night, we had a fight night. It was, what do I want to say about it? Well, one of our Wednesday night guy, Greg Turner, we got him involved, and he had some friends that he wanted to.
All right.
Yeah, are you in?
Mm-hmm.
So Greg had some friends he wanted to challenge to a boxing match. So I think you want to mute your laptop.
I do. You're right.
There you go. So we decided using the awesome VR game Creed: Rise to Glory. We decided to have a head-to-head fighting match here, boxing match here at Post Pacific Studios. Back right here, we were right here last night, which is why we had the equipment all set up, and George wound up having to box. So go ahead and see if you can share that video, and we'll just share it right in.
Sure. Oops, wrong one. Sorry.
Wrong one. So we did a webcast. It was we had two VR systems back here in the studio, and here it is. And of course, you could probably jump ahead a few minutes.
Yep.
Just to avoid. Just jump ahead. Boom.
I'll get into some of the action maybe right before it. Let me be right about there.
Yeah, go a little bit fast. I am going to put up all the gloves, and there you go. Just fighting. Play for a bit. Oh! Get him, Shane! They're both stunned. G Money. I was surprised, George, because you've been playing this game a little longer than Greg. They're stunning each other. The blows playing it.
Yeah.
And he is. Yeah, see, they're both hitting each other so much that they're stunning each other. And when they do that, when they go back like that, that means they're
I want to do that again.
I think Rocky and George is
Get him,
did better.
He's kind of
You replayed the second thing. Did you do clever?
Yes.
I forget who I did on the
Is
second one, but yeah,
pandemonium in the
No. Right,
ring.
the second
In
one.
the
You,
ring.
Oh,
you were
looks
clever
like
Lang.
G
You
Money
were
is down.
and
He's trying to work his way
Oh, yeah,
to come
Mr.
back
G.
into
I
the
like
ring.
Mr. G.
That's right,
And
G.
you know,
here
That's
we
but I
right.
go.
think you
Round
might have
two,
done
round
better
two.
with
Get back
Apollo
in.
Creed. Somebody's
I don't know, but
because
round
speedier.
two, round two.
Okay.
Come on,
I
G.
guess we're
And so, folks,
dispensing
just
with
for what you might be
the new
seeing
fight
here.
rules. Now we're back in with
Last night we
rounds.
had a camera
He's
on.
not even looking at you.
Greg's on
Come
the
on,
left,
G.
George is on the right.
Uppercut,
They're
uppercut.
technically fighting each other. And
No,
you see,
he's
you see
stunned. G Money
VR
gotta get back
games
into the
going
game.
on, and
Come
this
on.
is their
Oh,
view.
stunned again.
And of course,
G, they trying to do
yes,
it to us.
it was,
Come on, G.
it
It was a blast.
Stunned
It was a blast.
again.
There you
Oh
go,
my
G.
We did
goodness.
this a week ago
The
as
fists
well.
of
We had some
fury
technical
out there.
issues, and last night
Get
it went
ready
off
for
pretty much
World
without a
War.
hitch.
Much smoother.
Oh, he was
And
there.
now we're looking
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
this more so on a weekly
The
basis.
Italians,
We might even take it
The
into a
The
club.
Italian stallion.
the
So-
Italian
down.
chicken
Hopefully soon.
came down hard.
So anyway,
Okay, he's limping now coming into the ring.
No.
you were limping.
Hey, it looked
coming
like
into
he
the
was
ring.
limping.
He was like
Come
dragging
on,
his back
oh,
foot. No.
Come on.
G Money is stunning him, and then
This is
And
not
then-
just
oh,
for
then-
a bunch of
then
teenagers. I
George
tell you,
had a
we're
nice
having,
chunk of
having a
G
blast
Money there
doing
knocks
this.
him down.
It's a
He's
workout.
fighting his way back into the
It
ring.
is really good
And
exercise.
here we have it. Oh,
Come on,
If
G.
you
round
want to lose
four.
weight, I
We're
guess,
going
and
there
play
hard.
games
We're
while
going there
losing
hard
weight
and fast.
and not leave
He not
the
even
comfort of your
facing you.
home.
Come on.
Yeah, we play at each other's houses.
Come on,
you know?
Eric.
You're
Yes,
home and I'm at home.
yes,
You don't have to be next to
Come
each
on,
other.
Oh, they're both done. Look at them. No, no.
Come
No.
on, G.
I put my money on George. George is
Yeah,
he's
and I
locked and
lost.
I
loaded,
let
ready
you
to
down.
pummel
I lost
G Money.
money on you,
Oh,
George.
George
You
goes
kept,
down.
you kept dropping like a
George
sack
down.
of
George
potatoes.
is about to be a
I'm looking for a
cardiac
rematch.
arrest.
So we'll be
No,
right.
no, he's
Yeah.
back.
That's what you
Look
said.
That wasn't even a
That's-
five
that's
count.
what you
That
said
wasn't
about
even
last
a
week.
five
Oh,
count.
yeah,
Last
yeah.
week, I
About,
thought
you
it was
know,
hilarious.
Cardiac
I do it on
arrest?
purpose, you know,
Yeah,
just enough
cardiac
time.
arrest. You don't
I don't.
remember?
Yeah, I might have. A lot was going
It
on
was,
that
it
night.
was so funny.
Okay, now
Quite
G
a threat.
getting
Come on,
technical.
G.
He's
Come
You
on,
doing.
know, I'm
G.
playing
matching
the
body
commentator.
blows
I was right
with-
where I am right
with-
now.
with-
I was doing a little bit
Uh-oh.
of commentating.
Knocked him
Yes.
down again.
And
George
Greg-
coming back. Is George
Greg
coming
kept
back?
putting you down.
Had
Oh,
Erica
I
there
think George is
too.
coming back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Why don't he?
He
So-
is back, and here's the
Fun
round.
night.
Round
We're going to
six.
do more
Why
of
don't he
these.
just-
It's
Folks, we
fun.
tried to disable rounds, but
active,
somehow
you-
they snuck
you
back
get-
Why
in.
don't he
So
just?
now
live
Oh,
we
and it's so
are.
real
G,
too.
don't
Oh, it's
forget.
incredibly
Don't
Once you
forget
real.
put that headset
Oh.
on, it's just
Oh,
insane.
you watch out for Rocky Balboa there, G Money. He is. He
Okay,
is.
Don't
He
so
tagged
let's
you.
hop
Don't
on.
forget
You were
the
tagged.
uppercut.
I'm
Don't
just
forget
going to
the
hop
uppercut.
Round
G.
7.
and
I don't know. This has
just
been
pause
a
it.
pretty.
Just hit the
I
pause
think- I
button
think
in case you
G-Money-
want to jump back to it. So,
And the nice thing is you can trash talk and be friends at the same time.
yeah, get your aggressions out, put some gloves on. That's the old school way of handling your
That's right.
problems. Oh, let's get the gloves on. Let's fight. Take it to the ring.
That's right.
And,
Meet you outside.
Yeah, and no knives, no guns, no just
That's right.
just just work your aggression out, and that's kind of what we did. I didn't play last night, but played a little bit, but it is a blast, and I got to tell you, if I did this every night, I'd probably lose 10 pounds in a week.
I wouldn't doubt it
Yeah,
because it really. I mean, after one match,
right,
you are sweating.
right. They need to you know what? Someone needs to invent a game, call it like a Rumble, where everybody in their VR mask can get in. Rumble.
Like a Royal Rumble.
Like a Rumble, and all of a sudden, instead of just 1-2 people, you've got 20 people in there beating the crap out of each other. Pick somebody and go, just Rumble. That would be fun.
Oh yeah.
That would be a real treat. I was earlier. I was in what was the VR where you're floating around in the
Echo.
space Echo VR. Yeah, I was just
That's
for a
pretty
few
cool.
minutes playing around with that, and actually that didn't affect me like it used to affect me.
Yeah, it's
I think
definitely more
I've
prone to motion sickness than others.
yeah, that game because you're floating around in space
Yeah.
and you're doing your thing, and that's so I was playing around with that, and I was like, okay, I'm doing all right.
Plus you got
You
people
know.
coming up to you.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of kids in
They're
there
all
just
kids.
chatting away and crawling all over each other, and it was just a bunch of space robots, kind of
Yeah.
like
It's fun though,
But yeah, it is a blast.
but it's not nearly. It's not intensive from that standpoint because you're really standing still and you're doing all your controlling
right.
by the controller.
Right.
So it's not like you have to do anything that really would impact your endurance.
Yeah. Not meant for those who are. I don't even know if they, they put disclaimers. If you're prone to get a stroke, I mean,
yeah,
it's like information overload. You've got so much happening right in your,
oh yeah,
complete your, and you can look around and you're in a different world. So, but you got to have a strong heart because you will be breathing heavy. You will be like you're out there running a marathon.
Yeah.
And that's why I like it because I could go in there and just box for 10 minutes.
It's kind of like doing HIIT, high intensity and interval training versus just a half an hour cardio. You're like ramping your heart up.
It is complete cardio. It
yeah.
is absolute. I'm like that's got to be. I'd rather do that now than go to the gym. Go to
Yeah, sure.
Go to the gym paying $30 a month. I'm like, I can do this at home and have fun and I can get my aggression out. If I'm
go
upset,
take a shower and go to sleep.
I could take it to the ring. And that's exactly medicine for, you're angry about politics, you're angry about crypto.
Yeah.
Take it to the ring.
Yeah, help your friend and hop on and
that's the thing,
punch it out.
And VR is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And like I said, it's not just for a teenager anymore. There's probably the largest audience for VR right now, but I gotta tell you, there's plenty for us adults in there as well.
Oh, even the other VR stuff we've been getting into that we, kind of put a pause on it, but we need to kind of go back and play around with. But just has so many applications you can use it for. It's not even, you can just do it for something funny. And actually we've been batting around the idea, and more so in you because you do more of the stuff than I am, about actually trying to create an actual film inside of it. I think that would be really cool. It's going to take some planning, but I think it would be really cool to do. I mean, you can cut the stuff together, so it's almost like you can just create scenes in there and just start pulling them out and go, oh, I can use that. We can use that. I think it would be really neat. And it's not something that's done every day. Right. So I think it has and just imagine what the next 5 years are going to hold for the VR world. Yeah. Unless VR just like dies off of the planet.
If it went laser disc comes, or if it went, I don't know.
Well, yours is a little newer than mine. Yours already has hand control where you don't have to have the controller in your hand.
Right.
You can move your hands around.
I've actually put the controllers in some certain games. I've actually put the controllers down and my hands are just like this. I can actually look at my hands and it notices my finger movements.
So if you could do that already, what do you think it's going to be like in the next 5 years?
I
think it's going to be insane.
Yeah, maybe a little more sensory. Maybe a little more sensory. Maybe it might be a glove where you wear a glove and you can feel, might pulse like your phone pulses when you.
I don't know if I told you this. I found this out when I went to that training for the other one we were looking at. I can't remember the name. It's been so long ago. I'm getting old.
The other
VR one. So when you go inside of there, you can actually go and fist bump people, and it gives you it vibrates. Oh, okay. And you can high five people, and you'll feel it. Okay. And you can fist bump.
Oh, there it is.
So they're already doing that kind of stuff, and there's been some updates to the app. So
I
really need to go back in and play with it.
I saw one YouTube video earlier. There was this kid up there, and he was like, "Why am I the only one talking about Oculus 3, Quest 3?" He's like, and literally he was. And he's talking about it because he watched Facebook CEO Zuckerberg. He watched Zuckerberg deliver some information about the 3 that's coming out, and even what's coming out in the 4. And of course, they're going to make more. They're going to have better motion, motion capture, where the sensor is going
already.
Well, I mean, you do something, and even the talking part, or even tilting your head and making faces, and the Oculus is actually going to detect facial expression and manipulate that into your VR personality.
I would imagine you're going to get better lifelike.
and better lifelike
Yeah.
mapping of
Yeah.
your actual face over to
Yeah.
your avatar.
The
face.
one app we tried it with, but it only works in certain scenarios, and it's not real great. But it kind of does resemble. I mean,
I can't imagine, especially when you're doing something, in a teaching environment, how you
Yeah.
could teach people and they could put themselves right into something like the medical field.
they were showing all kinds of crazy. Yeah,
open heart
Here's the heart.
surgery. You could have you could have just a VR camera
hmm
in a surgery room, and anybody who's in the medical profession learning
Yeah.
whatever, it would like they're there. I can't imagine why every new type of surgery is completely VR.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
that people can
all the
go,
training stuff. Sure. Yeah.
or even just actual surgery, so that
Sure.
because they need that for training for
Yeah.
whatnot, so people could be in the room. Why not?
It kind of reminds me of some of the Iron Man movies when he brings up all the things and he goes.
Well, see, that's more augmented reality,
Yeah.
AR. So, and that's the real thing. And there
Mhm.
are people out there that can do it, and without the headgear and everything, they
It's just
can
like
actually,
glasses, I think.
they,
Right.
yeah, they can actually, do that Iron Man
Oh, it's cool.
graphic effects.
I've
It's
never
a
actually
little
seen
more
it.
crude than that, but
Yeah.
their augmented reality is a thing, and it's in its infancy. But of course, what we see in Marvel movies are, are exaggerated.
$150,000.
Well, no, it's just
Systems.
exaggerated. It's the movie business.
Yeah.
It's yes, we could make them fly. Now there are flying suits out there, and you can get on YouTube and watch.
Mhm.
People out there with flying suits. Actually, I saw an Iron Man guy in a
I think I
flying
did see
suit
that.
with his
Yeah.
hands down being projected. I saw that on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it must be real.
Well, of
if I
course.
saw it on YouTube.
It's on the
you know?
internet. It's real.
But no, I mean, it wasn't presented in a way to make some sort of
Mm-hmm.
completely insane, but there is reality to it.
Sure.
There's a
pretty
drone.
brave, actually.
There's a drone that can fly a person.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that one
So
yet.
coming in the next so many years, you're going to have portable drone pilots.
Aren't
where
they
you-
doing taxis in? I thought I read that they
It's-
were starting
You gotta
taxis
imagine.
in like,
You gotta imagine it's
Vegas or
coming.
something.
But with all that, what's coming, and the cars are going to be more electric. And what did we hear not long ago that lithium batteries are going to
Yeah.
be hard to get because lithium mining is
Yeah.
being bought out by companies like Tesla.
Sure.
That have already got a foothold in, and they're going to go. We're going to need batteries, so we better start
Well, and
thinking
scarcity
about.
as well.
Yeah, we're going to
You know.
need more batteries,
Yeah.
and until a better mineral deposit that we can make a different type of battery. Until that comes along,
Yeah,
I
I really think that's the next step is batteries for solar capacity.
yeah, well, solar panel
Cars,
capacity too. Yeah,
and because that's a big thing too.
Yeah.
Not necessarily going off the grid, but spending the cost once and having free solar after, free power after that.
right. Solar.
I
yeah.
want to do it. So.
Solar sounds great, and it's one of those things that might be. Is that my
Okay.
connection? Like, all right, I'm getting a little annoyed. We probably should have not used the wireless. And
That's all right.
ran a couple of cables, but it's like 3 feet.
We're good.
Tried to save that much money, but time.
And time.
Yeah, but so yeah, I might lose my mic. I don't know.
I actually started noticing some interesting stuff in the last couple of weeks. So I was going to Home Depot. I don't know if
Okay.
I told you this, but normally when you walk up to the front, they got a large display of stuff out front.
Yep.
And in this case, in the one I normally go to, they normally have at least 10 to 12 riding mowers, and God knows how many grills.
Grills.
Yeah,
Barbecue grills.
barbecue grills.
Yeah.
They only have 3 mowers out there right now. So I'm
yeah.
assuming people are buying them out and they're either not replenishing them or they can't get them.
Well,
I'm not sure
factories
which. Yeah.
have been, shut down for so long.
Yeah.
And from what I'm hearing, one of my apprentice guys earlier today, we were talking about this. I was hearing a conversation on the radio, talk radio, earlier this week, and they're, I think it was the same day as it was National Hot Dog Day, just a
Okay.
couple of days ago, and had my hot dogs.
So of course.
That was good. Yeah, that's like every day's hot.
Yeah. Right.
But no, the guys on the radio were talking about, they're saying that used car prices are exceeding their value, their book value.
Oh, wow.
Because they can,
Yeah.
because people can't get new cars now.
Yeah.
Now I drive by used car lots, and the car lots are full, so people aren't really jumping over themselves
This
to
bike
empty
place-
the car lots.
Right here.
But
Never see bikes out anymore.
no, they don't put them out, do they?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen any bikes. I haven't
So-
seen any Polaris. Any of they used to do it.
And,
but
and I
2 months
know
ago.
one of my clients is a boat dealership,
Mhm.
and they've been having trouble for the last year. Of course, right off the bat, they sold the first few months of COVID, they
Mhm.
sold every boat on the lot.
Wow.
I said, and they'd call me and said, Dean, I want to shoot more videos, but I don't have any boats. I mean,
Wow.
imagine a dealership that's got no inventory, and it's
Yeah.
like, we don't have any boats. Everybody came in thinking maybe when the apocalypse comes, I'm
Yeah, they're
gonna
gonna hit the ocean.
I'm gonna hit the ocean. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, I'm
You got
gonna
any
take off.
houseboats?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and they're like, I better get my fishing boat now.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
I'm quite
but no,
sure
he
on
sold
that
off
one.
his boats, and that's, and then it was like, now we got nothing, and he had to.
They do service though.
Oh, they do service,
Okay.
but that's part of their business.
Mhm.
But I'm
That's
sure
not a
that
big
their
part, I'm sure.
business
Yeah,
is
yeah.
to sell boats, and
Sure.
they're a top 100 dealer, I think. So
Well, and how do you keep your sales force if they got nothing to sell?
right, those
can't make
guys,
money.
those guys aren't making money on commission, or they're pre-selling. What they've been doing is pre-selling boats. But
Gotcha.
man,
That
so
back order list has got to be long.
sometimes I mean, the last time I worked for them was just a few months ago, and it's like they called me up and said, we got 2 new boats coming in. I'm like, really? Normally you get 30 new boats coming
Yeah.
in, 2.
Yeah.
And they made it sound like that was
Yeah. Probably was a big thing, right?
big thing. And for them, this year it probably was huge.
Yeah.
But car dealers like the same, because they implement chips, and chips are hard to,
Yeah.
because factories have been closed, so they're not making the chips.
It's certain
the
components.
brains, the whatever.
Yeah.
But there's so many components that go into a car.
Yeah.
It's not all made at the factory.
Nope.
It's just assembled at the
Yeah.
factory.
Comes in from like all
The
over.
engine comes from somewhere, the transmission comes from somewhere, the
Mhm.
tires come from somewhere,
Yeah.
and then it all gets put together. So any one element that didn't
Mm.
get finished,
Yeah.
guess where the car sits?
Yeah.
It sits in
the
the car,
factory, I
the
guess.
boat, whatever, because I can't get a windshield, or I
Yeah.
can't get a wiper blade, or I can't get a this, that, and the
It's
other.
not like you can back order it and go, well, here's your boat.
Right.
You'll get the windshield eventually.
So I'm sure a lot of that industry is still suffering a little bit,
Yeah.
but but they're talking that used car prices are just going crazy high because
Because you can actually get them.
because there's still inventory. But you know what? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because maybe it was fake news. That's-
Well,
somebody actually thought, someone says, "Ooh,
That'd be
I was
funny.
offered more money than I paid for." I'm like, well, that doesn't necessarily mean,
yeah. True.
it means the car you were offered more than you paid for.
I think price goes up
somebody
in
wanted it
supply and
bad.
demand anyway, doesn't it? So, I mean,
Yeah, well,
You know.
but book value, that's why they made the blue book
Yeah.
value and all that, so that you have some gauge. But if
Yeah.
that change, if that's going to change, then that's going to change. But
Yeah.
I've been watching, because I buy used cars. I don't buy new. I buy.
I
used
say the
cars,
value is
and
not
I-
buying a new car. It's, the first 2 years, it's,
Well, that's supposedly what's really not going to happen. So if you happen to get a new car,
Mhm.
it might actually hold its value a little longer.
Interesting.
But most people just buy. They buy the car and they wear it out.
Yeah.
So nobody buys a car. It's not an investment.
No. It's-
Cars are not.
if it is, it's the
investments.
worst investment.
It's like investing in a pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
It's you're just
Every
it's,
6 months, you need another pair.
You're gonna
Yeah.
But things, hard to get parts, hard to get things for anything. I'm sure the motorcycle, the boats, the automobile, everything that requires barbecue grills.
Yeah.
Sure, there's probably some part in a grill that is difficult to get your hands on.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, the quantities definitely are down comparative to what they normally were.
yeah,
So it's as they're starting to sell them out, either they're just, and maybe they're replenishing their stock elsewhere. I don't know.
right.
But it's just kind of odd.
I have no idea. I haven't been into a Best Buy lately either, so I have no idea if their laptop inventory is actually.
I went there the other day because
well.
I bought that wireless charger for my phone because I
Right.
figured they'd probably be the people that have it, and they did, and they had what I needed.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of things I needed, and they had everything I pretty much needed to get. So
Yeah.
their shelves definitely. But I was at Walmart the other day, and there were a lot of shelves that weren't stocked. Like I don't know if it was just they were revamping the store because it could have very well been.
Right.
They could have been reorganizing the way stuff is, but there were a lot of shelves that weren't. So I'm just like going, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be interesting to see what this holiday season we're coming into.
yes.
We're 4 months out of
Yes.
Black Friday,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be interesting to see if there's anything. Of course, we had a Black Friday just right in the middle of the pandemic, so
Yeah.
but stores were very empty then,
Oh, sure.
and I'm just kind of wondering if since most stores rely on that week to really bolster, they say what they do in that week matches their year at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
Or a big part of their year.
Sure.
So,
So I'm seeing a lot of articles still that are saying that companies are still having trouble getting employees.
yeah. Who are you saying was offering a big chunk of money?
Yeah. So I was at Wawa, and so Wawa had a sign on the door. It was a $500 signing bonus, and they're offering $13 an hour.
Damn.
That's not bad. I mean,
Five-
now
five-
I didn't read the fine print. The fine print probably
I'm sure
says you
you
have
gotta-
to be here in 6 to 9 months.
Okay.
That which realistically makes sense. You hire someone on, you have to train them. You wouldn't give out that kind of money just to say, well, you start today, leave tomorrow. But I'm guessing you really don't put a sign up like that unless you just can't get people. You gotta entice them somehow. And even we go to McDonald's a lot right up here, and there's only a few people working there. I mean, it's maybe 5 people.
Yeah, everybody's on minimal.
Yeah.
Minimal crew. We had lunch at one of those wing house.
We went to
places.
Wendy's too.
Yeah.
And minimal work, and you call it fast food. And normally you get your stuff quicker.
Yeah.
But now it's taking a bit of time.
Yeah.
To and we're the only 2 people in there ordering.
Yeah.
And it still took what?
The drive-throughs are all
Drive-through
pretty
was definitely.
clunked up.
Yeah, I don't know if they get priority or what the deal is, but they just don't have as many people. And I have to ask my daughter. She's at GM at Taco Bell.
Yep.
Because she's been complaining about the same thing. She says, "Look, I can't get workers." So the question is how are you running your lines? Because Taco Bell's a pretty intensive line.
Right.
They have so many different items. And they got those $5 deals, and it's a good deal, but it's a lot of food that goes in there. So
No kidding.
how do you keep your SLAs if you don't have people to put it together?
Okay.
And I'm seeing, and I think Taco Bell was one of them.
Right.
McDonald's is another one. They're talking about starting to swap out people for AI. I don't know what pieces of their industry, but they're actually talking about, going more towards AI. So I'm not sure how it could be order taking, which takes over a person.
Well, they've implemented those, terminals at most, like Wawa. That's all they use. That's all they've ever used.
Yeah, I
when
think
it
they're talking
came in.
about more though. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what. I didn't read the article, but I'm sure robots are coming soon.
I mean, I go to Sam's Club, got my little membership card,
Mhm.
and I've got my app.
Mm-hmm.
I never actually even see a checkout
Oh,
terminal.
that's right. You're telling me.
I can literally take my
And
phone,
that's smart.
scan barcodes on everything that goes in my cart,
Mm-hmm.
and then all I got to do is hit swipe right to pay for it, and then I can walk right out the store.
Yeah.
It is so easy. And the funny thing is, I can go there on a Saturday, the worst possible day of the week to go to a Sam's Club or any place, and there's literally they got 20 checkouts,
Yeah.
but
Full.
only 2 of them are working.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 50 people in
Yeah.
line in each checkout, and I'm going, oh, you people are going to be here a half an hour
Yeah.
trying to get out of the store.
Yeah.
And I just go swipe right, and I just will keep walking.
All right.
And they stop me at the door to
Mhm.
scan my
Do a
little
quick check.
UPC, my code, and just to make sure I didn't,
They probably get a count and says 19. You go,
Yeah.
you're good.
and that's what I do. I just count all the pieces that I got in the cart, and it winds up working out perfectly. So I did it when you were talking a minute ago.
I
jumped
saw
in.
you over
there. I did
You
it.
had
So
to do it.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I actually haven't looked today, really. I mean, I kind of glanced at it earlier. I haven't looked at my Coinbase. The only reason I do look at my Coinbase is because I usually want to see how much dividends I got from the day before. I don't really care what the number is because I'm going to buy more next week anyway.
All right. So here I did, and there it is. Apologize for that. It kind of happens when you're sharing the screen here. So let's look at Bitcoin is still wavering at 32.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it did hit 30.
Yeah, it went down and it's kind of been kind of creeping, but
And it's still there right at 32. No big news for the last month. It's been wavering at 32. So I'm sorry for all you Bitcoin people that bought at 50 and 60. It's going to take a little longer for you to get your money back.
yeah.
And what do? If you're probably swimming in this, this pain of, I just lost,
Oh,
I just lost, 40% of
Yeah.
my value because I went and bought a Bitcoin at $50,000.
well, let's hope you weren't emptying your bank account and buying it with money that you didn't have to play with.
People do it. It was
They do,
like
I know.
buying it, it's, and of course it'll probably bounce back. But here's the thing, when it bounces back and it goes to 60,
Yeah.
what do you do? What do you do?
Depends.
What do you do?
Well,
Because I don't think it ever breached 60, but
I went to
a
62, I think.
year ago it
Yeah.
was, a
I thought
quarter.
62 was the high.
All right, 62.
62
So it
-ish,
breached
somewhere in
62 for a week.
Yeah, it wasn't long, but
Hey.
it hit it. But
And then it started falling back down. It
Yeah.
stayed in the 50s. And I thought, okay, 50s I can work with,
Mhm.
And then, because I think I bought some Bitcoin. I don't have much, but I bought some and it was at $55,000. And then it dropped to 50,000. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah,
It's not like, oh, I lost $10 or I lost $100 or whatever.
yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't want,
Too expensive
It's
for
so, so as soon as it breached what I paid for it, I was like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
walking out of it. And,
Yeah,
and it just as well I did because it didn't take that much longer after that
yeah.
before it
Okay.
started, just free falling.
Sure.
And here we are at 32,299.25. And what else? Cardano. Ooh. In the teens,
it's
119. It's been dipping. Dogecoin 19 cents, so that actually bumped up a couple of pennies this
See,
week.
but yeah, I think it got down to around 18,
And
it may have gone down lower. I don't remember, but I know it was in that range. So.
19 cents. I'd like to see Dogecoin go back to 10, 11 cents again, so I can maybe feel better about getting back into it.
Buying a few, yeah.
Buying a few, but everything seems down. Of course, in here. It's not really saying it when you log in. I'm not logged in, so when you log in, it tells you whether it's up or. Oh yeah, these are everything's showing up anywhere from 2 to 5%,
Like a small percentage.
10%, 0.01%, 7%.
Well, it's not hard to get that number when it's only pennies to begin with. So
Yeah, but when it's Bitcoin, it says it's up 0.5%.
all right, up is up.
And for 32,000,
Yeah.
So, Dai's still at $1. Wow, that's a big, it's scary, how Tron.
I'm not sure how they control that. I think it's just it's a lot of people borrow against DAI, so they make the money on the interest. So why do they have to control the value of the coin itself?
Right. Pancake Swap, $13.
Pancake swap.
I've never heard of it, so
It's a platform. It's a net platform of its own.
And my friend Algorand, 80
80
cents. So it's creep a few pennies
a couple
back
pennies
up, and it says it's up 4%.
Yeah.
Cosmos, my other friend, is up 9%. That's always a good thing to see. That means, pretty much $1 it went up per coin kind of thing. And of course, what else? Yeah, everything's up, which, I wish it wouldn't follow the next day when everything's down 5%.
Yeah.
It's just so, bleh,
There's a lot of volatility right now.
right.
A lot of reactions to things that are going on.
And let's look at page number 3. Some of the things. Sushi Swap. Decentraland is another friend of mine. They're up a couple percents. Never heard of most of these, of course. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I could probably take you through 180 more pages of coins here, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. And let's go ahead and jump out, remove. Thank you. And that's our our fairy tale for the day. What
I'm actually looking at
Bitcoin is
another resource.
Yeah. We had some comments.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I did not
I didn't even notice it
see these.
either.
Oh, looks like my brother. Safe Moon.
Safe. Yeah.
Save Moon. He's still asking us about that.
We really should have bought some of that just because the problem is that I don't have any of the.
How safe is Safe Moon?
Yeah, I've been hearing
He just kind of brought that up like 3 minutes ago, so it's not like it's been sitting here.
Oh, okay, well that's cool.
So he just brought this up. And then what about ADA? ADA, is that a coin?
I don't know. I haven't heard of that one.
Let's look. Let's see if it's a coin here.
I know my daughter's boss has a bunch of Safe Moon, and of course he was buying it well below what I bought Doge for. So
right,
like a couple million coins.
All right.
So if it ever does anything, he's going to be sitting pretty.
I'm gonna Google it real. ADA coin crypto. I'm guessing it's a crypto. ADA Cardano. Is that so? He must have jumped in just after.
Oh yeah,
we were talking about Cardano. I think he's down in Cardano, and
no, he may have sold out before. We'll see.
Cardano ADA, right?
Oh,
Cardano 119. Yeah, that was in its 130s for a long time, and seeing it down here to 119 is probably not good, but likelihood if you got in anywhere between $1.10 and $1.30, chances are it's going to go. It's going to.
If you caught it months ago, you may have caught it when it was well under $1 too.
Yeah. Seems like we've been talking about Cardano for 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't think it's been much more than that. So I think it's been. Hanging, lingering here for a bit. I've only noticed it recently, and so I think maybe even Coinbase has only been using it, trading it in a certain amount of time. So
yeah, I'm not sure when they added that. See, what was it down there? What's the low down there?
Yeah, September 20. It was at 10 cents.
Oh, see. If you had bought in then, even $1.19 is still looking good.
So now, when I bought in January, right around when I started buying, right late month of January, is at 34 cents.
Okay.
So it's if you bought then, you're doing well. You're tripling your money. So back,
and even at that point, you can pull it out and reserve it to cash until.
So I think my brother says he bought it 98 cents.
Nice.
Yeah, it's okay. That's
I mean, it's kind of a little downward dip going on right now.
And he was loving it. It was at $1.30, maybe to $1.40, and then damn it, $1.
But
20.
Did you sell any?
Yeah, he probably kept it because I don't think he bought really heavy into it either. But hey. It's definitely something, Yeah, ADA. I was thinking about buying it, but when I was thinking about buying it, it was at $1.30.
Yeah,
and I'd have been just as pissed I am about that as I am about Algorand.
He's holding it.
No, okay. So, yeah, I would have definitely been, I'm already pissed at a half a dozen coins, and I'm playing around. As Joe would say, I'm a kindergartner when it comes to crypto. So, and he's in like the third grade. So, in retrospect, I'm letting Joe spank me a little bit, giving him that love. So, but yeah, I'm hoping, I think, but I won't say it. I won't tell my brother, but Algorand, I think it's going to go up. But I don't want to tell my brother that because that's family, and I don't want him to be pissed at me if he buys something that I think it's going to go up.
Yeah, see,
I have to believe it's going to go up just because I bought into it, and now it's like, man, if it lives down here below $1 too much longer, I'm like.
Yeah, see, he's just hodling. So he's just holding, waiting to see where, see, it could just take off,
He gotta get the sausage finger. He's got sausage fingers. Hodling is actually holding. So
no, I think that's the right term.
Hodling,
actually. Yeah.
hodling.
Yeah.
It's not holding. You just typed backwards.
No, it's
hodling.
They like to change the characters around to make it seem like an important term.
Okay. So here's the thing that I can promote. I am involved in a couple of movie projects, and for those, not my brother, I don't want my brother to invest, but other people that want to invest in a film project or television project that we're going to try and get on Netflix, there's an investment.
Yeah.
There's an investment. Sky's the limit. Anything could happen with
Sure.
this kind of thing. So that's what if I'm going to promote something. So once I win big in Algorand, I'm dumping it back into the movie business because I don't have that kind of brain that wants to mess around with crypto. Damn it was going up. Why is it going down? And I think I'd go nuts on the stock market if I was just like trying to buy stock. And everyone and my brother and Safe Moon, can talk about. I don't know, Safe Moon. Geez, I'm already going nuts in the coins that I have, and I could lose it all tomorrow. It'll suck, but life goes on. But still, I'm losing my hair. I'm getting older. Just because of that. Yes, he says it's slang, but I kind of think it's a typo because it's selling just holding, and holding is awfully suspiciously. It's almost like somebody misspelt that word and decided, no, that's a slang word, But
well, it's kind of like the terms when you're reading about the crypto, what the crypto's about. It's another one. I think a while ago somebody
mistyped it and said hodling. What the hell? Yeah,
let's do it.
yeah, it's a word. Trust me. Trust me, it's a word now. I don't know. I'm almost calling shenanigans on that one. And shenanigans, as far as I know, is a slang word.
It's but restaurant too.
Yeah. So anyway, man, this show goes by fast. We just got a few minutes left to go.
Wow.
So my brother, other than Safe Moon and Cardano, what do you want to give out for a tip there, Donnie? We'll wait for it. Okay. But we'll talk. So when you chat in again, we want to hear your next tip, your big tip. I say the film and movie industry, definitely Central Florida, definitely somewhere in this building right here. I think that's it's a would that be a buyer's market? I don't know. But anyway,
I think it's good timing.
Yeah.
Because not a lot has been introduced back into the channels, because we're still
my brother says no tips, it'll be a loser. Yeah, see, that's why anything, Donnie, anything you want to hear from me, just ignore it. I don't want you to lose your money and blame me. And then he's going to lose everything and want to move into my house,
I think he wants to know what's going on with your soap business.
Right. That might. As far as the soap empire, I'm strategically awaiting a moment. The right time to strike. The soap empire is coming. There's the soap empire, and there's so many others as well. So, yeah, we're there. we're itching to strike. You know, we're just building our inventory, and I don't know. We're probably not going to open the soap business, but you know,
You may
that-
make some for home.
You know, that's part of the, you know, the thing between having a side hustle, which is something you give your time away for extra income.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we already have a finite amount of time, so you have to decide whether or not you want to slice that time up even more for some extra cash.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden now you go, all right, I work 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week now, and I could
What's
maybe
20
find
more?
a side hustle like soap business. And Maria just chimed in, soap business. Maria, you were my soap business partner. You're supposed to be my silent partner.
Yeah,
So
right.
quiet before people get wind of it and go, oh my God, we're going to. Anyway, so
That's a good idea. Crypto classes.
crypto classes.
You have to have a big disclaimer on that one, though.
You know,
We're not really training you. We're just giving you some
I'm not-
thoughts, you know.
you could just join Coinbase, punch in your credit card information. Crypto classes, it'd be like, you know, stock market classes for me, or you know, learning to be rich. You know, what worked for somebody is so fluid. You
Yeah.
know, you take away Bill Gates' money right now.
Yeah.
Take away all. I'm talking all his money. Put him on the. You know, give him a job at Wawa,
The
making
McDonald's
$15 an
assembly
hour.
line.
Take away everything, and all right, start here.
Mhm.
No contacts, no billionaire phone call conversations. Let's just start right here. And could he do it? I don't know. I'm not sure.
We were just talking about Pancake Swap because we were looking at Coinbase and
Yeah.
they list the coin on there. So I haven't dealt with Pancake Swap, but I've looked at it. I am looking at another one called Cake DeFi, and it's looking kind of interesting. It's getting a little more involved. It's kind of what Joe was talking about the last time
So
when I go to the third grade.
yeah.
But,
What are you in, first or second grade? I know you're ahead of me.
I'm not quite sure where I'm at. I'm probably
I'll have to
somewhere
talk to
between
Joe about
second and
that.
third, but it deals with like liquidity mining, a lot more staking and lending.
Staking. That's
Staking.
a word Joe gets into.
You like
That's what
staking.
put Joe into the third grade. Was
Yeah,
he's
so-
staking now. Which,
So I am looking at this one because because I cash in out of my miners from home once a week. They're just
Right.
sitting in Coinbase, not earning anything
right.
because I don't want to sell it. But if I can transfer it to another platform that it can start earning, I'll do that. So that's
Right.
what I'll probably end up doing. So I may just play around with a little bit. I won't probably put a bunch in there just to see. I mean, they're talking astronomical numbers.
Yeah.
Some of these they're talking like 105%.
Hmm.
I would like to see how that works.
Yeah, but there's 100, and there's a big loss to that too. So you get into staking,
Yeah, there are
and,
potential. Yes,
and they're bigger risks but bigger rewards. You know,
that's why I put stuff that's just sitting somewhere.
but you know,
Throw a
here's
little
what
bit,
Joe
see what
said to me
happens.
about staking. He was on the show just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I think it
and-
was about a month
and
ago.
staking was like, you know, you could get into staking, and somebody could just be, I don't know if what he used it, he was calling it, it was like someone could just be fishing and then just
Mhm.
wipe it all out and take
Yeah.
your money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not good. You know, so get into
It's like a
staking.
scheme.
Somebody,
Yeah.
yeah, there could be a likelihood there might be a scheme on the other end of this whatever this is. And
That's what I heard about SafeMoon, but
Really?
I don't know that for sure. That's kind of what I heard, so that's why I kind of strayed
what's he
away from it.
saying? Shiba. I need my cheaters. SHIBA. Never heard of that.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah,
You got to put a little more information than that.
yeah.
That-
Is that a
that-
crypto? I don't know.
That
what
could be an
is.
animal. It could be
Shiba.
a-
Well, then I have to go to my friend Google
yeah.
and find out what that is, because Shiba. I knew.
Oh, you're talking about
coin-
Shiba Inu? Oh, Doge.
Oh,
That's a dog.
well, it says Shiba Inu Cone, Shiba Inu Crypto,
Mhm.
Shiba Crypto. I'm not sure exactly.
There's an actual dog called a Shiba Inu. Looks just like that.
Oh, okay then.
There's a guy on YouTube I watch. It's called Voscoin. He actually has one. He says it always has to do 10 seconds of a Shiba Inu.
Right.
during the shows.
So it's
Pretty dog.
They're saying is Shiba Inu coin dead? And this is a question posed on Google. And it says no, it's not dead, but there's been a decrease, and of course all coins have been kind
Sure.
of going vamped and running around with their hair on fire, going I don't know. We're going to maybe we'll look into these another day. So write these down. Yeah, he says Shiba Inu. So
what am I gonna write with?
I don't know. We'll look at we'll come back, look at the stream, and we might not. We're trying to move on to other things, but Donnie, you got to get the phone out and maybe stream in one day, and we can actually, our viewers can actually see you and our immense amount of viewers. Hey, we hit an hour. It's 8:01. It's been a real. I'm going to shut the phone line off because nobody's calling. That's fine. That's fine. Where the hell is that? Take that away. Okay, so that's what we've got. We've done another show. We're approaching our big 50.
Yeah, it's coming soon.
50 shows.
We're gonna have to get some of our friends to stream in for that.
Yeah, we're gonna pull out all the stops. We'll see if we can get Joe and Jean and maybe even Jade. It's been a while since we heard from her. I think she's traveling. She's been posting travel stuff.
You get it. Yeah, she hit me up on added me to one of her survey things.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to look yet though.
Well, we'll see if we can do a big Fab 50, show episode and really pull out all the stops. We decided to,
We have to start telling
test
people now,
out
though.
the studio. Hey, it got quiet. The rain stopped.
Yes.
So the studio got quiet, which means it wasn't all bad just for a few minutes. And
means I don't get wet going home.
that's probably a new thing. You gotta get away from having a motorcycle every day, especially until the weather gets nicer.
Yeah.
More motorcycle friendly. Anyway, I think that's all we got for this particular episode. Please again, like, follow, share, and we will catch you next week. We will have more interesting new things to talk about, but
Go watch the fight night video.
yeah, so and we're trying to do that on Wednesday nights about 9:00 after another particular show that we're running. But you can always check back with us. Maybe we should create a new channel for fight,
Maybe.
or just park it on Modern Day Thrive. I don't know yet. It's still all new, so we're gonna figure out what to do with that. So anyway, thanks for joining us. It's been real. It's been fun. Everybody keep safe, keep healthy, and we will talk to you soon.
Have an awesome night.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
I guess now I got to hit a button here.
Yeah, you can
right?
turn the audio off this
I
time.
got to hit a button. Damn it. I always forget. I start talking about this. And I hit all right. I'm going to punch the graphic up now. And okay.
See ya.
Now I got to mute, right? Right. It didn't mute yet. Okay. All right. I'll mute now.